Coming up on Vegas Station Game Day one more time for the Raiders. The 2024 season coming to a close at home.
It's been pretty amazing and shocking to me.
Brock Bowers can make history once again. Will he get it done? We share some odds on the final game of the season for the Raiders and much more. Vegas Nation Game Day starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Here we are, the season finale. Thank you all for tuning in for the final episode of Vegas Station Game Day for the season. I'm your host, Dominic Lavoie. So it's one more game for the Raiders, who are ending the season the way it started against the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, obviously, this Raiders season has been a pretty turbulent one. We're going to take a look back at how things have gone in 2024. Some big events, including the drafting of Brock Bowers out of Georgia in April. He's clearly paid some dividends for the Silver and Black so far this season. And then the Raiders went back to California for training camp in Costa Mesa, and they began the season out in LA. And early in the year, the team faced some struggles. And Davante Adams was traded away to the New York Jets. And obviously, the Raiders suffered a pretty lengthy losing streak that they snapped a couple of weeks ago against Jacksonville. All throughout that, mixed in was a quarterback battle and plenty of quarterback controversy to boot. Now, we briefly touched on Brock Bowers a couple moments ago, and as you all know, the Raiders rookie has been breaking record after record after record. Well, he's now a Pro Bowler along with Max Crosby, and he has a chance to break another record this week. Yeah, pretty ridiculous, I know. Now, he has 108 receptions through 16 games, and he only needs 9 more against LA to break the record for the most catches by a tight end in a season in NFL history. That record held by Zach Ertz for the Philadelphia Eagles, who caught 116 passes in 2018. Now, breaking that record is very much possible for Bowers, as he's caught 9+ passes in a game 6 different times this season. Now we're going to go ahead and bring in Adam Hill for some top stories heading into Sunday's matchup. Adam, let's hear what you got.
To take a look at the Chargers, we first probably have to take a look at what's going to happen on Saturday night. If the Steelers beat the Bengals, the Steelers clinch the 5 seed in the AFC, the Chargers would clinch the 6 seed, and the Chargers will have really no reason to play any of their starters or really no motivation to win the game. So if the Steelers win that game, you could probably expect to see a lot of the backups for the Chargers, maybe not Justin Herbert, their star quarterback, probably not some of their top pass rushers, and we'll see a different kind of Chargers team on the field. But if the Bengals beat the Steelers on Saturday night, then it's all systems go for the Chargers to try to get the 5 seed to make sure they play Houston in that first round instead of Baltimore. That's a big, big difference. So we'll expect a much different Chargers team. And if the Chargers are playing at their best, they have the best scoring defense in the league, one of the top pass rushers in the league, and obviously Justin Herbert, one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league. And Jim Harbaugh has really changed this team and molded it into his profile in just his first year as the head coach. It's a much different team than the Chargers team that came into Allegiant Stadium last year and got blown off the field, triggered all kinds of changes in the Chargers organization, including Tom Telesco and Coach Brandon Staley getting fired. A complete turnaround that was started by the Raiders last year. It's going to be a pretty different Chargers team that we see on the field this year, more similar to the one that the Raiders saw at the start of the season, week 1, that really shut down the Raiders offense and went on to a victory that has propelled them to a playoff season.
Now to put our finger on the pulse of the locker room heading into the final game of the year, our very own Heidi Fang went around the room and asked some of the players what they've learned this season.
I'd say a ton of growth. I mean, the lessons I've learned along the way, the experience, the, pure knowledge I've gained since I've been here has been tremendous compared to where I've started, and I think just how much I've grown, how much I've been able to, create relationships, go through adversity and just, grow as a person. I think definitely that's the arc.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I always kind of stress myself out with that kind of stuff, and just wanting to be the best player I can be. I mean, and trying to win all the time. So, yeah.
It's been a bumpy road, man. It's been a bumpy road, but at the same time, I think this is what's gonna help me in my career, because you're always gonna have your ups and downs in your career. You ask any player in this room, they've had great years, bad years, great seasons, great plays, bad plays, and that's what kind of defines who they are. And I've had some good times and some good plays and some good games, but there's been some plays where that's been bad. So I think that's what's going to help me in my career.
Now we're going to take our final break of the year, but when we come back, we'll have some betting numbers on the Raiders and Chargers matchup for anyone looking to place a wager on the action. Plus, Ed Graney joins the show for the final time this year to give his takes on the Raiders season. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler. We specialize in natural and lab-grown loose diamonds, engagement rings, and custom design. If you're looking for lab-grown diamonds, we have one of the largest selections at the best prices in Las Vegas. We make luxury affordable every day.
Now, we already touched on how well Brock Bowers has been playing this season, but what does Ed Graney think? Here are his takes on the rookie in Fast Takes.
Hi everyone, it's Ed Graney from the Review Journal. I'm here to talk about Raiders rookie tight end Brock Bowers. What a first season he's had with the team. This will be his last game Sunday until, yes, the Pro Bowl. He was a first-year selection to the Pro Bowl this year as a rookie. Brock Bowers, obviously one of the better tight ends in the league as he's come onto the scene, broken all kinds of records. The most yards by a tight end since Mike Ditka in like 1965. I don't know how that record wasn't broken before then. The most catches by a rookie, beating Puka Nacua, and then the most catches by a franchise player single season with the Raiders. So Brock Bowers has a lot to be proud of this first season. Now, the question becomes, can he win Rookie of the Year? This is the problem. Jaden Daniels has had an amazing year with the Washington Commanders as their quarterback. Quarterbacks tend to win these kind of awards. I don't know if Brock Bowers can overcome that to win that award, but you just never know. He's had the kind of season where people are going to look at him and make the case that he can beat out Jaden Daniels for that award. Even if he doesn't, Brock Bowers has had a tremendous year with the Raiders. He set himself up the future. Now can the team, the key is, can they build around him? Can they put players around Brock Bowers to make him even more dangerous in the future? That's one of the keys in the offseason for the Raiders as they look forward to 2025 season. Brock Bowers, keep an eye on him. He's only going to get better after a record-setting season this year. This is Ed Graney. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, now one final game remains this season, and it's one final opportunity to bet on the Raiders. So what are the numbers looking like for Week 18? BetMGM has the Chargers listed as 4.5-point favorites to beat the Raiders for the second time this season, and they're minus 225 on the money line. The Silver and Black sit at plus 180 on the money. The point total for the game currently sits at 41.5 points, with the Raiders minus 115 to go under 18.5 points for the contest. Aiden O'Connell's passing yard total for the game is 228.5, with his touchdowns listed at 1.5. And Jacoby Myers' receiving yards total sits at 62.5 yards, and his receptions 5.5. All right, and that will do it for this season of Vegas Station Game Day. Thank you all for tuning in all season long. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Vegas Station team, your support means so much. So with that, I bid you adieu. Enjoy the action. Thank you all for watching once again, and I'll see you all next time.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.